Father Yahuah, thank you for another day of peace and clarity. Please teach us how to know your voice. Help us tune out the noise of this world and anything that tries to imitate you. Give us the discernment to recognize deception even when it's subtle. We want to follow you, not our feelings or the opinions of others. Make your truth clear and help us walk in it. In the name of Yahusha, Selah. The Most High still speaks, but not everyone hears him clearly. Some people are led by their emotions, others are pulled by what looks right on the surface. But when you belong to the Most High, you should be able to recognize his voice. It won't always sound like a shout. It may be a scripture, a conviction in your spirit, or a warning you can't explain. You don't have to guess when it's him. The more time you spend in the Word, the easier it becomes to tell the difference between truth and deception. John chapter 10, verse 27, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." The ones who truly belong to the Most High will recognize his voice when he speaks. That means they won't follow strangers or be easily fooled. If you stay close to him, you'll learn how to spot the difference. 1 John chapter 4, verse 1, "Beloved, believe not every ruach, but try the ruachoth, whether they are of Elohim, because many false prophets are gone out into the world." Not every message that sounds spiritual is from the Most High. You're supposed to test what you hear. Check if it lines up with the Word. Ask if it points you toward obedience or pulls you away. Hebrews chapter 5, verse 14, "But strong meat belongs to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil." Discernment doesn't come by accident. It grows when you use it. The more you practice making righteous decisions, the more you'll be able to tell what's really good and what's just dressed up to look good. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14, "And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into a messenger of light." Satan doesn't always show up looking evil. Sometimes he looks helpful, wise, or even holy. That's how people get tricked, because they expect the devil to look like a monster, not a mentor. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33, "For Elohim is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all called out assemblies of the Kodashim." When something causes confusion or pressure, it's not from the Most High. His voice brings order and peace, not chaos or fear. Psalm chapter 119, verse 105, "Your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." If you want to hear him clearly, you have to stay in his word. That's how he lights the way and shows you where to step next. James chapter 1, verse 5, "If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Elohim, that gives to all men liberally, and upbraids not, and it shall be given him." You don't have to guess. If you're not sure what to do or what voice to follow, ask the Most High directly. He wants to give you wisdom and won't shame you for needing it. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6, "Trust in Yahuah with all your heart, and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths." Sometimes what feels right or makes sense in our minds is still wrong. That's why we don't rely on our own judgment. The Most High will guide you if you stop trying to lead yourself. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 21, "And your ears shall hear a word behind you, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left." This is the kind of clarity that comes from the Ruach. When you're in tune, he will confirm your next move, and you'll know it without second guessing. Romans chapter 12, verse 2, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Elohim." You can't think like the world and expect to hear the Most High. When your mind is renewed, you'll be able to recognize what his will is, and it won't look like what everyone else is doing. Matthew chapter 24 verse 24, For there shall arise false Mashiachim and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, so much so that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. There will be people who use signs and popularity to look like they're from the Most High. If you're not grounded, even you could be fooled. Stay sharp. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 13, But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Deception is going to increase. You need to be more alert, not more comfortable. Pay attention to who you're listening to and what spirit is behind it. The Most High's voice brings peace, clarity, conviction, and direction. Satan's voice brings confusion, pressure, compromise, and pride. When you stay close to Yahuah and rooted in the Word, you'll know the difference. Don't rush to say, God told me. Test it. Wait on confirmation. And remember, Yahusha said, His sheep know His voice. If you truly belong to Him, you'll be able to tell. Father Yahuah, help us hear you clearly. Make us sensitive to your voice and bold enough to follow it. We don't want to be tricked or led astray. Teach us to test everything and stay grounded in truth. Show us how to sharpen our discernment and keep our ears open to you. In the name of Yahusha. Selah.